All right, so it is week 3 of my aggressive mini cut, and yes, I'm tired, but it is leg day. So what I usually do for leg day, as you know, is pretty simple. To build my glutes, I pretty much just do simple exercises like hip thrusts, hamstring curls, and leg extensions, and then sometimes barbell squats. Today, I'm going to try something new, and I'm going to incorporate a leg day routine from pretty much built up from a lot of the glute exercises you see the female influencers do, you know, to get the big butts. And I'm going to see what kind of glute pump I can get out of doing that. You know, it's not really my thing, but you know, I'm open to anything. So let's experiment. Let's see what it does to the booty, right? He knows I'm about to go to the gym. He's not happy. Sorry, Buggers. I'm sorry, Buggers. Let's try it. Alright, so to jump into this leg day, you know I had to do some hip thrusts, so we went on the booty builder machine. We did about 4 sets of this, started, you know, moderately light, and then went up in weight. This is how I get my glute pump to start, and by like the 4th set, I was repping the stack for about 10 to 12 reps, which was pretty cool. And as you can see, the pump's already pretty nasty. Here's me going into my second exercise, which is a Smith machine split squat, and this one actually was hard. I only did 2 sets of this exercise. I started with 45-pound plates on each side, and then I went into a 45 and a 25 on each side. Here's me dancing before my set, getting myself ready. And then I did about 10 to 12 reps on each side, and I only did 2 sets because I didn't want to bother the knee too much. But this one really did burn. Alright? The back of the bag leg nice and straight. Lower that knee down slowly, but don't bang on the ground, obviously. And here's where I started to add in new stuff. This is where it kind of got frustrating because I could not figure out a attachment to put around my ankle that actually fit for the it's like a kickback, but you're going back to about a 45-degree angle, and this targets the outside of the glutes, which it burns a lot because I've never done this exercise, but just getting, you know, an attachment on was just so frustrating. As you see me completely failing and then it's just falling right off. Basically it took me a little bit, and I was honestly covered in sweat just trying to find an attachment and trying to find this thing, find something to put on there. But basically I had to take my shoes off, and I did about 3 sets of this, and my glutes were burning. So this one actually works, but it is just annoying as hell to, you know, set up, and probably won't do it again. I also forgot to mention that I did start the workout off with 3 sets of leg extensions to warm up the quads. And then here's me doing my reps. As you can see, I'm kicking out at a 45-degree angle, targeting the outside of the glutes. And I'm sure you like the view, you sick bastards. From here, I went into some dumbbell single leg hip thrusts. Not gonna lie, setting the dumbbell up was kind of frustrating, and I didn't quite feel it like I thought I would, but I know it was working. I honestly only did 1 set of this exercise and then switched to regular double leg hip thrust because this was just so frustrating to get done, and honestly it was taking more energy just to set the dumbbell up and to like think about the right or left side glute as I was doing it. So yeah, only 1 set of this, and then I picked up the 100s and 120s and did regular hip thrusts. From here I went into the abductor machine. These are actually really good. I have some of my clients do these. I call these good girl, bad girls for obvious reasons. But basically when I do it, I sit at the edge of the seat. Typically I hold on to something in front of me, and I lean forward and I press the knees out. You can rep out the whole stack on this one. It's a little easier, but it really targets the outside of the glutes, and it takes about 2 or 3 sets to really get burning. About 15 to 20 reps. And afterwards, I finished off with about 5 minutes of stretching to, you know, loosen up the hamstrings, hip flexors, and the lower back. And honestly, I got a good glute pump out of this. Try it out.